name's Alex.
I was not expecting that much power.
Otherwise known as Supercar Blondie. I've driven the most exclusive and expensive cars. That is the car of the future. And now I have millions of followers around the world tuning in to see what's next. I've managed to turn my passion for supercars into a dream career. But no one's as obsessed about cars as much as Americans. So I'm traveling across the country to uncover the Mavericks.
What is this?
It's Frankenbug.
The Outlaws.
When the whole car went sideways. Whoa! Whoa! Woo! I'm finna start doing that.
And the Hustlers.
We hustle people for money.
Hot car, coming in.
That make up these unique motoring crews.
This is possibly the craziest tribe. I'm losing my dog!
This time, I'm exploring the world of LA's street races.
We've just got to wait for this truck to pass and then hopefully the streets will be clear. I've never done anything like this before. Okay.
Just one of America's amazing car crews. Los Angeles, the city of angels, the home of Hollywood, Disney, Venice Beach, and surfing. I'm here in LA to find out about the street racing scene. It's not a new thing. People have been really trying to test and push the limits of their cars since cars were invented. In the 70s, it was such a problem that the local government helped clubs find areas to build their own drag strips, but the rising price of real estate put a stop to that. And now it's become this incredibly big scene, and a lot of it is managed quite well, but some of it is illegal, completely illegal. But the car culture lives on, and it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger, so how is that possible? And I want to try and find my way into the illegal side of street racing, find out who these guys are, why they do it, and how they can get away with it. But before I begin this journey, being in LA gives me the opportunity to look at the future of the car. As it happens, I'm driving this car that really represents the supercar of today, an 812 Superfast. This is one of the most powerful Ferraris ever made. And here we are in the middle of LA. What's special about a car like this is we're just not going to see them around in the future. This is really the end of an era. These V12 naturally aspirated engines are going to be gone very, very soon. This is a dying breed. And I'm heading somewhere that is going to take us completely in the other direction, to the future of cars. And it's a future that some people are going to love and some people are going to hate. And it's here in California. How do I know this? Because I'm about to get into an electric supercar, which is a cross between the Batmobile and a fighter jet.
So here we are.
Here we are.
Thank you so much for visiting. This is the steering wheel
I like where this is going already.
to our baby.
Look at this. This is the Razor? Is that how you say it, or Razor?
We say RACER, it's an acronym that stands for Rice Advanced Engineering Systems and Research, so you can say it however you want.
Okay. This is incredible.
There's a tandem seat.
What? It's like fighter jet mode.
Yeah, if you look at it from the front, even more so. If you look at kind of the nose and the canopy of a fighter jet with the wings coming off.
That's crazy. You would never guess that this is electric.
Until you don't see an exhaust pipe.
How long does it take you to build something like this?
The design concept started probably a decade ago, and then about four and a half years.
Wow, to build one car.
Yes.
Is this your first car?
This is one of one. This is the prototype, the proof of concept for some of our crazy design and engineering ideas.
Wow, I mean, just look at this wing. That's quite incredible. It looks like it could literally take off.
Well, the whole point of the wing is to keep the car on the ground.
Keep
so
it
it's
up.
an airplane wing
Yeah.
flipped upside down. So yeah,
Wow. Yeah, look at that. If you literally flipped that,
it would lift
This
the car.
thing?
Yeah.
you'd be flying around LA.
Yeah, this wing produces about 800 pounds of downforce at 150 miles an hour.
What are you doing with the wheel in your hand?
Well, it's removable. This is basically our security system, so nobody can run away with it.
You just take the wheel
Yeah,
out.
I've had
so
some phone call messages like, you better watch that. I like your car. You're going to take it. But we're like, good luck.
It's got no steering wheel.
Exactly.
Oh,
So-
that's crazy. All right, let's open her up. So there's a button here. It says, literally says open front door. And away we go. Is this going to eventually be faster?
It's a prototype, so there's a lot of little things that we can improve on.
Awesome. I quite like how slow it goes because it just gives you more time to appreciate what's happening. And it's from the wheel.
Yep.
That's ridiculous. Can you actually open it like a normal door?
Yeah, you can open it too.
You can open it here. That's even better though, isn't it, on the wheel?
Yeah.
This is mad.
I can't believe that this car was built by 3 guys in this lockup. But time to test this baby out.
I think if I had this car built for me, that'd need to boost me up a little bit because you're lying so flat in this car. It's almost like you're just taking a bath. But of course, you can do all of that because these cars are custom builds. Each one is unique. So if you want the car a specific way, they will build it around you. They will build it around your body. How much power you want, if you want to change any of the design, the look of the car, they will do all of that. Because this is an electric car, you don't have an engine to drown out any of the other noises. So I feel like I am in an airplane. I can hear the air rushing by me and the fans from the electric motors. And that's all I can hear. This is a real moment for these guys because they have managed to make this car road legal. Just a few months ago, they could not get this car out of the garage. It's just so easy to drive this car. You actually almost forget it looks so crazy from the outside because from in here, all it is the accelerator and brake, and that's it. I'm literally not touching anything else. Over here on the left, there's just a little switch that says drive, neutral, and then reverse, all on a touch screen, and that's it. The power generated from this car can light up 600 houses at once. That's the kind of power that is coming from these batteries. This has 1,250 horsepower. That's more power than a $3 million Ferrari. A lot of people talk about battery life. How far can you actually get? Well, this car will take you about 150 miles without having to recharge. Some other electric cars like Tesla, they can take you much further, but they don't have the same power as this does. So there's a little bit of give and take when it comes to how much power do you want and how far do you want to go using just electric motors.
With only a limited amount of time left in LA, I need to get to know the city fast if I'm going to find the underbelly of this racing scene.
The only thing a lot of us know about street racing is what we've seen in the movies. But it is now a massive car culture, especially here in LA. And some of it can be quite controlled and managed, but a lot of it, and the stuff that we see online, is sometimes quite chaotic and very illegal. I want to know where that line is between just a couple of guys getting up for an impromptu gathering and having a bit of fun and then going home again to their families, and the other side of street racing where it is completely under the radar and can be at times very dangerous. I want to understand that world. Who these guys are, what motivates them, why they put their lives at such risk, and how they get away with it.
I've been looking into the history of LA street racing and came across Big Willie and the Brotherhood of Street Racers, who have been active since the late 60s.
The dragster takes it!
Big Willie Robinson ran the Brotherhood Terminal Island Raceway over here in San Pedro.
He has been a fixture in the city of LA for decades, getting street racers off the city streets.
Officially, we do not sanction the streets anymore. This is our private street out here.
Blacks, whites, Chicanos, Orientals, Asians, any group, ethnic group, biker group, gang group are part of our organization.
While we were open, crime in Los Angeles went down 60%. All of a sudden, there was no drive-by shootings anymore.
People could be on the street shooting and killing each other, but rather than that, we like to come here, you know, watch the races, watch the lowriders.
Now it's all back up. It's back up. It's back to Murder City.
I'm heading to a warehouse near the airport to meet with the vice president of the club to see if he can get me in with his crew.
My name is Fabian. I'm a member of the Brotherhood of Street Racers. And my objective is to get people off the street, to not go to any more funerals or visit people in jail because of street racing. Our founding father that got it done was Big Willie, and he passed away, and so we're continuing to do it. Whenever I'm being questioned, I usually have my lawyer.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God. This is getting serious quickly. I'm not sure what to do with this. Okay, see you later. Look, I mean, you're a pretty serious-looking guy. Look at this jacket. You're from the Brotherhood of Street Racers?
Yes. We were created by, of all people, the Los Angeles Police Department.
Really?
Yes, and they were created because the way to curb street racing was to use street racers because they could understand the language and what goes on.
That to me is so at odds with what street racing
If a police
all
officer
about.
came and talked to you about street racing, you'd look at them going, yeah, what do you know about it? You know,
Right.
you know about, but when a street racer comes and talks to you about it, then you can relate. And then you can tell them, hey, there's a better way to do this. And there's a safer way to do this. And they listen. And we've gone to schools and we got everybody's attention.
So how does that join
They're
up?
going to us to have us talk to the people who are breaking the law because they know we know how to break the law.
I wanted to find out just what was at stake before asking Fabian if he could find me a race.
How dangerous is street racing?
Very. It's not safe in any way. There's no safety involved. Just stopping quickly could kill you, not the fact you hit something.
What can happen to you if you're caught?
You can go to jail for life.
For life?
33 years is a mandatory sentence.
That's like the same as if you murder someone.
Mm-hmm. Murderers get less. You can get manslaughter, you can get murder, they get less time. You get a mandatory sentence of 33 years to life.
Wow.
This is the kind of cars you saw back in the 50s and the 40s, Willies, and these were really popular back in the day when they raced them.
Is this where it all started?
A lot of it did. If they want to go fast, they find a way to go fast. The formula back in the day when people raced cars, Model A's and stuff, they found the biggest engine they could find and put in the lightest weight car they could find, and that's the secret to going fast. Big motors with light cars.
So back in the day, this car was really one of the lightest cars you could find.
You could cut it up and make it light. It's a two-door, doesn't have back seats. You could gut the back of it. You could do a lot to this car to make it lighter. And it doesn't look light when you look at it.
So you've got kids from every background.
Oh yeah, doctors, lawyers. We've had several guys that I should say were rocket scientists. They worked for NASA. A lot of the stuff that they came up with, like nitrous oxide, was the stuff they used in airplanes in the war. And these guys used them on cars.
So it's these guys with their knowledge to be able to build faster cars and win.
Yeah, some. And then there's other people that just got a knack for it.
Is that integral to street racing, to have a car that looks like it can't win?
You got many types of street racers, but one of them is the one who likes to hustle. The other one's the guy that wants to be king. He's gonna be the fastest guy out there. And he's gonna have a car, he doesn't hide anything.
It looks like it's fast.
It is
and
fast,
it is
yeah.
fast.
And then you got other cars that you look at it and go, what's this doing here?
And what are those people known as on the street?
Oh, sleepers, and they're known as hustlers. So we hustle people for money. So when you street race, there's no rules. So before every race, you make up the rules. So if somebody wants to, like, if this car shows up, you say, I don't want to open the hood. And this guy says, well, we're going to open the hood and we're going to look what's underneath. I want to check for nitrous. And you say, well, no, I'm here to win. Assume I got nitrous, because you don't want to show what's in there. You might have other stuff under there.
So you've both got to get out and start discussing the rules before any...
It can take all night sometimes because of all the stipulations. If you leave early, if you leave before this, if you leave before that. But a lot of guys just say, run what you brung. Run what you brung means I came here, let's do it. I don't care if you cheat, I don't care what you do. First guy across the finish line wins. You know, they've crashed their cars and gone across the finish line on their tops and won the race. Lost their car, but they won the money. Wow. It's a lot like poker. You bluff, and you want to bluff. And sometimes we've bluffed to the point where our car was a lot slower, and then we made up something in the rules where we could win.
I ask Fabian if I can get a race.
What are the tests?
The simplest thing to do, and some people find it hard to do, rebuild a Holley carburetor. Tune it, dial it in, and make sure it runs right.
Okay, something I've never done. What else? Is there something?
The hustle.
The hustle?
Yeah, we have cars that will hustle, and we're gonna hustle one of our own members.
What does that mean?
We're gonna go out there and tell him he's gonna race you, but we're gonna cheat.
Oh, great.
And we're gonna see how good a cheater you are.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he doesn't know that. He thinks it's gonna be a fair race, and he's looking forward to a fair race.
So I've got to get a strategy now.
And he's gonna be upset.
So we're gonna hustle.
We're gonna hustle one of the guys.
We're gonna be spoilers.
They're gonna spoil his whole day.
And then we're gonna be kings of the road. Yeah? Hopefully.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm gonna race someone.
Yeah.
Fabian sent me to meet with some of the Brotherhood for my first challenge. But he warned me that even though they appeared to be the Robin Hoods of the street, they were predominantly hustlers. And what they did wasn't legal in any shape or form.
My name is Donald Galaz, known as Donko, from Big Willie and Tomiko's Brotherhood of Street Racers.
Gypsy Ronnie, been doing it for around 34 years, mostly street racing.
I'm Nervous Glenn. I've been in the organization since 1967.
Corky, I'm here with my father, Little Newt.
Oscar Blasco.
Randy Warner, I go by Newt. So I started street racing when I was about 14, 15 years old, something like that.
Everybody's different out here, and everybody's different love for it, you know what I mean? But mainly is the hustle and beating the other guy.
Once you go to the wall, to the pedal, it's just like a feeling that like, it's hard to explain. It's like at the moment, it's like even though it only lasts a couple seconds, it's like probably one of the best feelings ever.
You think that you know how fast the other guy is until he puts it next to you on the line. As soon as the hands drop, all the bull starts.
We've done a lot of good. We've brought a lot of people together.
We're one of the most diverse clubs throughout, I say, the United States.
Trying to keep the tracks open and stuff and just have a place to race.
It is what it is. That's what we do, man. And we love doing it.
Who we are? Street Racers!
$660, I think.
Hi, guys.
For, hey.
Hey, how's it going? Hey, nice
Ronnie,
to see you.
Gypsy.
Hi, Alex.
Donko.
Donko.
Brotherhood of Street Racers.
Brotherhood of Street Racers,
Right
that's
on,
who I'm
right
looking
on.
for. Throttle. Great name.
Corky.
Corky. Wow, I love the names around here. This is great. I feel like I need to make up a new name.
Might make you a part of the Brotherhood if you do what you got to do, right?
Yeah.
Really? And then I can get my own Brotherhood name?
We'll see. We'll talk about it.
Love it.
And we're gonna put you through a little test. We got one of the carburetors that we need to put on here, and we'll go ahead and get you to install it right now.
Can I break something easily?
Only our hearts if you do a better
job. Okay. Is this what you guys race with?
Sometimes this car has seen the street and it's seen the track.
You rock up with this car. What is your game plan?
We would tell you that it's a street car. We drove it here.
Make them
That's
feel like
right.
you're slower than you,
That's
you know what I
right.
mean? So when you actually do kick their ass, you know what I mean? It's, you know.
Okay, don't show them your cards.
Don't ever show them your cards.
No.
Well, this is done in a parking lot.
100%.
Yeah. With a man standing in the back of a pickup truck saying, you want to run him, you want to run him, we run together.
And who's that guy in the back of the pickup truck? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it really?
This is where it started.
Oh,
right
wow.
here.
This is Big Willie.
That's the guy that did it all. Him and his wife started 66.
The Brotherhood,
1965.
yeah. Why does that mean so much to you?
It's actually changed the path of my life and the way that I was going. I was going down a wrong road and doing bad things that hurt myself and my family.
That's right.
And Big Willie, he brought us all together. At a time of my life when I was doing bad, he brought me out of that bog, you know, and he got me back into cars again. And the division started to grow even more and more with everybody else that we have here. We do a lot of stuff in the community now because of the foundation of the family that Big Willie set, you know.
When you said that, I heard a lot of you guys pitch in and say, yep, yep, yep.
Remember, our logo says peace through wheels. No matter what, that's what we're doing. We'd rather burn rubber than burn a soul of a friend.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do here. We're gonna have Connor bring the carburetor out to you, and then we'll just walk you through the whole situation.
Your names are distracting me from the mission.
Well, this is what's going on.
This is also
here.
a tactic, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's already got gas ready to go. There's bolts in the dog bowl right there. And then you're gonna go ahead and just put them in the corners here.
Yep.
Okay.
All this rust is very misleading.
Wow.
It's good strategy.
It's deceiving.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's going anywhere fast, but...
If this is the car they want me to race in, I've got to put the carburetor back on and get it started.
She doing it right, Taz, or what?
This is something that I don't usually do. I'm usually grabbing the cars that are already done.
Yeah,
You know, straight from factory.
Let me leave you alone. You know what you're doing.
She's hustling us.
That's what it's all about
Yeah.
right there, what you just did right there. So that's already one part of the puzzle, I think.
I told you I had no idea, but really, I know what I'm doing. So,
What got you into cars?
well, my dad always used to work on cars, classic cars. He has an Armstrong Siddeley, do you guys know?
Okay, yes, yes.
51. So I would watch him work on the cars. Oh, I just scratched it.
That's okay. Scratching doesn't make it slower. All right, so just put the center bolt in there.
Yep.
And then turn it, tighten it up a little bit.
What's the goal?
The goal of the organization? Bring back Terminal Island Raceway here in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
And that's where me and Ronnie grew up at. That's our main goal and focus.
They're trying to make the street racing scene safe. There are drag strips, there are speedways, but there's nowhere that they can go and put down just a couple of dollars as an entrance fee to go and race each other and have their own rules.
That one just like that.
What do you think, Donko? You want to give her a job or what?
I don't know, I'm thinking about it. She looks like she could be able to pull this off.
I think she's done this before a couple of times. I don't think you just
Not
look.
telling, not
Yeah, I think didn't you just look?
Power's on, Ronnie?
Yeah, it's on.
We'll hit the fuel pump. And any fuel leaking, Taz?
You see any fuel leaking?
Nope.
Nothing? I don't know. You know? I don't know. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Sometimes you have to be careful what you wish for, because, like it or not, tomorrow I would have my first race.
Good morning, LA. You're listening to
It's my final day in LA, but I still felt I wasn't seeing the whole picture. There's also the part of street racing that's complete chaos. And these are the guys that I want to find. Last night, I emailed a guy called Sideways Mac, who runs the First Gear Car Club, and he's invited me out for a morning drive with his crew in Compton.
Hi, how's it going?
Hey.
Hey.
This is my guy Floss right here.
Floss?
Right here.
Taking over.
Dip.
Dip?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, man. I'm Alex. Hi.
808.
808. Nice to meet you.
You have gang after gang after gang in the same neighborhood. Anything can go down at any time.
Hello.
So you guys never street race?
No.
So what do you do then? What do you call?
We taking over.
You take over?
Yeah, we take over.
How do you do that? What? How?
Just sit back and watch. Oh yeah, man. We live and direct out here. This is normally what we do on Sundays. Just imagine maybe like 300 to 400 cars going down this one street right here. Nice little burnout right there. I grew up watching my brothers build lowriders, watching his friends come with fast cars. This is why I have the passion that I have. I was born into this. That's Real Riders right there. Real Riders Car Club. Yeah. Next First Gear, man. This right here, Manchester and Western. Look, donuts in the gas station. Come on, jump out with me. Get on the cars, pull it up.
Flexing down the left, there's only one flexing, man. They know what's up.
That's the western pit right there. That's where we get cracking. Shut it down. I'm gonna get some gas.
If you could drive, come show us what you can do. Donuts, figure eights, rip the whole block. We want to see what you can do. Come have fun with us. That's all it's about, is having fun, seeing nice cars. I like the women too. One post and we can have this place 600-700 people.
We have been chasing these guys around for probably about an hour and a half. This massive group of like maybe 20, 30 people. It's going from one area of LA to the next really quickly. I suppose because what they're doing is not really legal, and they are literally doing donuts in the middle of the street. They need to be careful with how long they stay in one area, so they block off traffic until they're ready to leave, and then off they go. That's it, you've never seen people move so quickly. Off they go to the next location.
Right here, Western and Gage is where I named myself Sideways at. I can't make it up. I was following a glass house, 72, big old school car. I was probably like 20 years old, and he hit it. Wow, and the whole car went sideways. Wow, bah, bah. I told my homie, I said, man, let me see, can I do that? And I popped clutch. Bah, and my got baby sideways, like a little baby sideways, like, wow, bah. But I was like, hey, woo, I'm finna start doing that. And now me today, I'm building cars. I'm building my own cars. You know what I'm saying? Blue Riders taking over. I just brought a bunch of guys together that just want to just build cars and stay positive, you know what I'm saying, and stay out the streets. You got Bloods, Crips, Hispanics getting along. You know what I'm saying? If we didn't have these cars, like these other cats, they go out, rob, steal, kill, you know what I'm saying? Because they have no outlet on life. Like, they don't know where they going.
This is day in the life, man. West Coast style, baby. Take over.
Because I built this Mustang from the ground up. Built it with my own two hands. Put the stereo and put everything in this car. Speaking of the stereo, it comes with the territory. You gotta have some beat if you're from LA.
Finally, they've stood still for more than 15 minutes so that I can actually have a talk to them.
Only reason why it's dangerous is because of the environment that we're in. Now, if you put it in a controlled environment where we can control it.
Where would you like that to happen?
Anywhere. It could be any private, open space where it can fit at least about 1,000 cars.
Is this something you'd like the government to do? Sponsor a car park or something to let you guys in and do what you do?
Yes, because the government is the ones that's taking our licenses. You know what I'm saying? When it's people that's shooting and killing.
So at the moment, what you're doing is you're taking what you do out onto the streets.
Yep.
Do you do that so that you get the attention you need in order for someone to stand up and say, hey,
no,
we need to change this?
It ain't because you know what? It didn't come from us. It was people doing it way before us. We just came up and grew up into it. It's going to continue to pass on and pass on until y'all give us a leeway. You know what I'm saying?
Even though Sideways and his crew seem a million miles apart from the Brotherhood, they're ultimately after the same thing. And it's a version of Big Willie's drag strip. Okay, I think what's happening is they're filming a rap video right now.
sunny. Look. At my movie.
What's happening? This is ridiculous. Oh my god, okay. This is possibly the craziest tribe. And what? Amazing. Imagine what would happen if you rocked up in a Ferrari around here. I just don't know how they react to something like that.
You won't find no girl up on my Jeep. Down, it's like a seat. Saw, but I'm street.
We're gonna go to Spring after this.
You're getting out of here.
Yeah, we're killing our tires too fast.
Oh, right, okay, the street's not good. Okay, all right, cool, man. There's an ice cream man. Yeah. How long does it usually take for someone around here to call the cops? Because they're literally like a meter away from someone's house, and they said, oh, don't worry about that, you know, this is our hood. They won't call the cops. Anyway, they must have various hoods around the place because they keep going from hood to hood. And look, everyone's disappeared. Everyone's disappeared.
It's my last night, and I've come to a spot just north of Compton to meet up with Fabian, Donko, and the Brotherhood of Street Racers to get a glimpse of how they do it.
She's almost to you guys right now. You should be able to see her.
I got $20 says you will not pick the right pair. One of these pairs is gonna help you through life, and this is the art of hustling right now.
Look, for me, I would go for these two because obviously you would need some power steering fluid and some brake
So you're
fluid.
gonna pick that. There's no going back.
Oh.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah, okay, all right.
You got your 20?
I got my 20.
I got a pair of 20s, thank you. And the art of hustling is he who makes the rules win. So you didn't ask what the rule was, and anything was up for grabs. This is a pair.
$20 down, and the night hasn't even started.
What is this street?
When our Terminal Island track closed down in the 90s, this is where we came.
They managed to organise somewhat of a street racing simulation for me. To be able to see exactly what goes down on the streets, but in a safe way. You guys have been racing on this street since the 90s?
Oh, earlier than that.
Earlier than that,
Yeah, 70s, late 70s.
Okay. This street is part of racing history in LA.
Most of the time when we come and race, we're about 300 or 400 cars.
300 or 400?
Yeah.
Right here?
Yeah?
So you'll have a few guys at both ends blocking traffic?
No, 300, 400 cars, nobody will make it.
Right, just like dodge them.
So we'll have bikes on the top end, and then we'll have members right here on this end.
Should I be worried?
No. We got
This is all cool, huh?
You're safe with us.
If something happens where the cars get out of control or something, just lift the pedal. Like the guys say, you lift, you live another day.
Yeah.
And you come back again.
Yeah, it's not worth it,
You
right?
know?
It's not worth your life.
No, and as much as we're out here, we want it to be as safe as we can with anybody that's here. My daughter's here tonight.
Yeah. So how does this go down?
Well, usually you're gonna pick somebody.
Okay.
Who you want to run.
Who's got their car here tonight?
OG Bill.
Yeah? So I'm going to pick you, Bill.
Okay.
Because you've been quiet all day.
You're gonna try to ask Bill little things about his car. You
Okay.
know, whatever he wants to tell you is up to him.
Bill, what kind of tires do you have on?
I'm running drag radios. What kind of car are you driving?
I'm not telling.
Okay.
Here's your tidbit. The color of the interior is red, like my dress. Red cars are fast.
So they say.
Okay, so the only flat term in this whole race is we start at the same time.
Yes.
When your hands go down.
Yeah.
You're sneaky, I know. Okay, all right. Okay, so let's go, guys. We're on. Bill?
Good. See you at starting line.
What is this? It's got the nitrous oxide. I'm in trouble. Going into this, they thought that they were going to give me one of their cars for the race, but I had to create my own hustle. And I got the vicious Stang. It's this 1,000 horsepower 1965 Mustang in this incredible bright red leather interior. Just the most incredible looking car.
Here we go. Okay, watch your back, guys. Watch your back. Hot car, coming in, coming in.
And I pulled out
in this beast.
What the?
And all of them were just like, oh, she got us.
Hey, we're getting played our own game. She pulled her card. She pulled her hustle card. That's what she did. What do you say, Ronnie?
We got hustled.
They hustled the hustlers.
I feel like I got a pistol to a gunfight.
That race is 1 point to 1 point.
Exactly.
If she can make it, she's gonna have to let off, and that's when Bill is gonna be gone out of her life.
Exactly.
Here I am with this incredible looking car. Actually, I had no idea what I was doing. Hadn't driven the car before, and here I am, faced with a street race.
You got to be able to drive the car. You could have all the horsepower you want, but if you can't drive it, it don't work. That's where a veteran comes in, you know how to drive your car, whether it's slower.
I've just realized something. I've been hustled. We didn't set a finishing line. Okay, I don't know. I've done things seriously wrong. Is it too late to lay down some more rules? You're laughing at me.
You're done with your rules.
Oh, this is serious. I don't know where we're stopping. Oh well.
Guys, hold them. We're gonna send these cars down.
Wait, what's he doing? Oh. Okay, wait, where does the race finish?
See the bump sign?
Yeah.
The fourth one.
The fourth bump
Yeah.
sign.
Watch your back, guys. Watch your back. Hold on, Tabs.
All right, move.
Manny, both sides, dog.
So we've just got to wait for this truck to pass, and then hopefully the streets will be clear. I've never done anything like this before. Okay.
Clear, clear.
Okay, I'm ready. Okay, ready. I stalled at the lights!
What happened?
I stalled!
That's it. That's it. Three racers, baby. Three racers.
I'm so sorry. I let you go. Oh my god. I stalled. Yeah. That was a hustle.
Okay, it wasn't a hustle. I stalled, and the guys kindly agreed to give me another go.
Now they have no confidence that I can win.
Alex,
strategy.
You got this, girl.
Glenn, get out. We're gonna burn out. Go ahead, Bill. Light it up.
That was a bluff, man. It was a bluff.
Watch them back there, Gus.
What am I doing?
Clear, clear.
Okay. Yeah, I'm ready. Okay, I'm watching. Okay, wait. Okay, good. Oh my god.
Get on, Bill. Three racers, baby.
It was always going to be Bill's race.
The car chugged a bit of a hissy fit. After I have a few goes in it, I'm sure I could actually give them a real run for their money, but at least I gave it a shot, right?
It's all fun and games.
Yeah. You win some, you lose some.
You're the true winner tonight.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Much respect
I wish
to
you
you.
had more practice.
I know, that's the
Thank you.
thing.
It's a very
I'm-
difficult car to drive. You can see
massive
kind of
thank
what we
you.
do out here.
Yeah.
This is what we
to
do.
you guys,
Yeah.
and I hope I did you proud.
You did great.
Yeah.
You did great. You put a carburetor on and the car started first try too.
Yeah.
I had the best time, and I lost, but it's okay.
On behalf of the Brotherhood of Street Racers LA, we want to give you this vest at this time, temporary one, for you to hold on to, and we will send you your own vest back to where you're at.
No way. Are you guys serious? This means a lot. I mean, you guys work for years and years to get something like this.
I waited over 20 years.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. How do you feel, me getting this jacket right now?
Feel good. Feel
Yeah?
good.
And that was a real moment. And I thought, I've got to come back. These guys are awesome. It's been a great trip to LA. I got to drive the car of the future.
Spaceship noise.
Close and personal to street racing.
You're taking what you do out onto the streets.
And learn to hustle.
We are Street Racers!